January, February. I'm going to mute microphones from, how do I do this? Let's see. Just to keep, all right. Let's kick this into action. So welcome everyone. Digital Nomad World first live meetup. Super thank you seriously for taking the time and join us. Myself, Dean Kuchel, I'm 8 years digital nomad now. I've traveled to more than 100 countries. I've set myself the mission to visit all 196 countries of the world, mostly out of boredom. But now that I'm committed to the cause, I'm just going for it, and I keep moving from places to places, connecting people, creating communities, creating events. I travel more than I travel for the places, as we have a beautiful planet and beautiful world. I mostly travel to people. That's really the real joy for me, to meet people everywhere I go, explore cultures, and meet just people with different stories than mine. I always like to say that I'm the result of all the people I met along the road, and I really feel this way. And this journey, which I've been on for 8 years now, been super rewarding for me. And this is part of why Digital Nomad World now exists. This is my way to give back to the world, to the digital nomad community, and to help others to either um, join this movement or find friends and have one epic center to include all the information. Like many of you, possibly and probably 8 years ago, I was locked to my office job, to the 5 to 9. I was working in tech, doing customer success. It's still something that I do part of the time, but I was just got tired of the 5 to 9 life, standing in traffic, and just making a to-do list and and a dream, things to do before I die, to visit Maldives and go to Tonga and explore Australia in a van, and just wait for retirement to do these things. So I took the plunge. I took this brave step. I looked for ways to have a remote job and remote income. I took my job that I had at the time, the customer success, had multiple conversation with my employer at the time, convinced them to give me the chance. After a few months, I proved this model works, and they simply told me, "You earned it. You proved that remote work can actually be productive. You can perform. You can do your job. You can hit your goals and KPIs." And since then, I've been, again, and we talked 2014. I've been on the road. I've changed many jobs along the way, and but still doing a lot of tech. And the other things I do is a lot of public speaking. I do a lot of uh, consulting to individuals, businesses, countries, and cities about adopting and adopting remote work, remote professionals, and accepting that digital nomad lifestyle is here to stay with us. I'm currently in Zagreb, Croatia. I'm here because I was invited by the Board of Tourism of Croatia to promote Zagreb as a destination for nomads. It's a beautiful city and it's a beautiful country. Zagreb, for example, Croatia also now has a visa that allow nomads to stay up to a year and to have access to banking and health insurance. And it's a beautiful trend to see that multiple countries around the world do this. So with this story of me being very active in the digital nomad lifestyle, the community, I've met a lot of people throughout my travels. I started to give talks, and out of the talks was born a community that is actually called Digital Nomads Israel. It's a community geared towards Israelis. Most of the content is in Hebrew, and it's turned to be 25,000 people, super active and engaging. And we helped thousands of people to change their life, thousands of people to convert their office job into remote job, to convert their profession into something they can do online, and just set their mindset free, and set themselves free physically from wherever they stayed and they wanted to go out. Digital nomad for me is not about traveling the world. Digital nomad is about freedom to choose where you want to be. I know nomads from Chicago, Illinois in the States, and they just want to be able to work from home or be closer to your parents. I know people from Mexico who just want to move from West Coast to East Coast, etc. So it's not so much about the travel; it's more about the freedom for me. So I did this with thousands of people in Tel Aviv in Israel, and then I decided that it's time to scale and to have the same impact on the global stage and help people from all over the world to make this change and take more control over their life and make their dreams, live the life they deserve and live the life they want, because there's no reason why not to. And with remote work, it's possible. Remote work opened the door for different opportunities. We have people from the states here, from Mexico, from Thailand, from Johannesburg, from South Africa, and all of a sudden, no matter where we at, we can apply to jobs all over the world. We can work from anywhere. And for me, this is the next. It's happening. This is the next tectonic change in our world as humanity, not just in the workforce. And this is how pretty much Digital Nomad World came to life. I'm joined by two other co-founders, also friends to life, also people who live the same lifestyle and understand um, my idea of lifestyle, who share the same passion to help people. And you can see them here. They're also on the call. So we have Yair Sturman and we have Amichai Ben David, also go by Chai, and myself, Din Kuchel. So the three of us, we started Digital Nomad World. But at the end, we see it as one big village where the members are part of this community. The main and the core of what Digital Nomad World is to be a community. We have multiple layers on top of it, as you will see shortly. I will go to the website so you can see what we have there. But really, the idea is to have one central place, one website, one address, one app on your phone that can address all your needs related to the digital nomad lifestyle. You need friends, you need community, you need advice, you have Digital Nomad World. You need a city guide, where to go, where is the nearest hospital, the best co-working spaces, coffee shops, what to see, what to do, what's the weather. Um, Everything will be in one place. We've seen there are beautiful solutions out there. There are beautiful communities on Facebook and other websites, but it was not centralized. It was not, you had to go and juggle between different websites to put the pieces together. And we decided to do something that can just tie it into one centralized place. And this is what really Digital Nomad World is. Please, if you have questions, by the way, feel free to drop them in the chat for now, and I will answer. I answer in few minutes. So as I said, this is what we are to do. First, community first, and then all other features. I'll load the site. If you haven't had the chance to explore much of the site, I really encourage you to go right after the call, log in again, go through the different parts of the website, sign up, have a username, put yourself a profile. On this profile, um, one second, I'm sorry. Yeah, I will. That won't happen again. So create yourself a profile, and you can set all your details. You can see in my member card, for example, information, where I'm at, a little bit about myself, countries I visited before, languages I speak, also my interest, my profession, my education, all sorts of things that you can put there just to make it a little bit more personal and easy to connect with the people that you'd like. And when you log into the website, the first page will always be this community that you land on, because really this is where we see the most value. Who of your friends are connected? You'll see very similar to Facebook experience. We wanted to do something which is people are familiar with. We're not trying to reinvent community. So the same like buttons and comments, and and the same feel, easy way to move between the different groups. So we have groups that we saw there is a demand for, right? If it's Portugal, if it's people ask us for affiliate marketing, Thailand. If there is any group that you feel that should be there, Some members here mentioned that you go to Tbilisi, to Georgia. Let's open a group to Georgia. If you have a hobby, you like hula hoop. All right, let's have a community for hula hoop. This community should serve you. And this is really, I want you to look at this. You're part of it. You're building it with us. And we allow and we want our members to shape what Digital Nomad World is. So you have the feed, you scroll, meet friends, really interesting stuff. Here on the right side, you will see a quick menu to just access some key elements of the site. I'll show you this in a sec. And then I think my favorite feature of them all is that I'm currently in Zagreb, Croatia. And why this is important, we are building probably the largest, I think it's already the largest network of partners that provide discounts to our members. So we try, and it's still work in progress, to have the best co-working spaces, the best coffee shops, the best hostels, the best apartments, the best hotels around the world. And I say best is not what has 5 stars on booking.com. The best is what has 5 stars by the digital nomad community. A 5 stars apartment on Airbnb might not have the fast Wi-Fi that we need to do our day-to-day work. So we vet all these places based on feedback from other digital nomads. So by setting up your location, and we will remind you from time to time to do so, you basically make sure that we bring you the most relevant discounts and information, right? You want to be in Thailand, you want to get relevant information related to Thailand. So later on, jump on the website, make these changes, create your profile, put the picture, set your location. That's a good place to start. So again, community is the heart, is the core of Digital Nomad World. What comes next is the benefits, where you'll find a long list of all the benefits we have. Jacob, I see you raise your hand. I'll just ask you for now to put the question in the chat. Please just help me with the flow. So you can see here, we have tons of benefits, from cafes to courses to fitness and wellness, leisure, everything you want. And this list is growing by the day. We are talking to hundreds, if not more. Um, I'm having some noise, sorry. Hundreds, if not more, businesses around the world. And also, if you have any business, you've set in a nice coffee shop, you set in a nice co-working space, you like it, we have the power of a community to reach out to this business and ask them to provide you with a discount, right? So us as an individual, if I go into a coffee shop, I ask for a discount. Why would I get it? If I reach out with the power of the community, we can get substantial discounts around the world. So use this platform to make it again what it should be and how it should serve you. Um, uh, the best things we can do is for you. We don't need to work for people who are not members of our community. And this is why I ask your help. You can always reach me. You can find me, Dean Kuchel. This is my profile. Send me a message if you need a channel, if you need if you have a question, if you want, if you have a place to recommend, send me this personal message or tag me in one of the if the relevant group, and I'll be there to assist and help. But this is really, I think, going to be a game changer for digital nomads, the list of benefits, because we are talking hundreds and thousands of dollars that you'll be able to save every year on the different services. So check this out. We also have a remote jobs. That's important. It We have a good list of jobs that you'll find here. You can apply. Everything is remote. So of course, we only bring remote jobs into the board. This is one of the areas that we're also looking to improve, have mailing lists, so you'll have relevant um, jobs come to your inbox without needing to come and check the website. This is work in progress. We get a lot of good feedback around it. If there is something you think needs to improve, something you want to see, again, let us know here. So check out the jobs if you look for one. That's here. If you work for a company who wants to post here, let them know. They're more than welcome to come and post jobs with us. We work tirelessly to make this up to date and full of opportunities. We have courses where we'll have here a list of courses that we again vet, think are right and good. We will have special prices and discounts for you. So this is the courses part. I won't dive because there's no much to tell about this, but again, it's an ever-growing list of courses. Outdated stuff will be thrown out, and we always bring either fresh stuff or really the top courses. A lot of these courses update on a monthly or few times a year. When it comes to online trends, YouTube, content creation, there are a lot of changes all the time. So we always make sure to this up to date. And then we have the city guides, which I think is one of the things that we take the most pride of. We invested not only incredible amount of time, but also a lot of money in finding the right people around the world to collect this information to make sure it's up to date. There are other websites has similar features, but we just noticed that none of them is really up to date. Or if it says the cost of living is $1,200, and then you go there and you found out it's $1,600, and the information is not clear enough or clean enough, we put tons of effort into make this up to date. Check out this location guides. Really, you have, I think, maybe post with 7,000 words here. You'll have everything from guides and where to work and what to do and how to get a visa. And you have Madrid people and insurance, everything you need in a single guide. Save yourself this page. If a friend, anyone ever asks you where to find information, you can always do Tbilisi, Digital Nomad World in Google or in the city guides, and you'll find it. I can express again how much we think this is important because this is where the internet is lacking. As I mentioned before, I traveled to 101 countries by now, and I hope to visit all 196. But every time I go, it's a frustrating process. It's either I don't find information or I find information that I hope to rely on. Is there Uber in the city? And it says yes, and then I land, and hold and behold, there is no Uber anymore. It's just no one bothers to update, right? So this is where we want you to trust us and know that this is will be always up to date. You have all other social media elements here, as you can contact people, you can search for friends, you can send friend requests to people, you can message them, right? You can see each member, their kind of we have a way to give you tags on how much you contribute and how much you create, and you can just climb the ladder, as we want really to compensate our most active members. So get the feeling for yourself, play around with the member area. Don't forget really to update all your information. Again, the aim is to have the largest network in the world. I think we can grow to 1 million digital nomads within a year. And that means that your contact card, it means your social media, it means your skills and profession and business can be exposed to an amazing amount of people and the right people. So this is, again, for me, what's important and how I see the digital nomad world. This is just the beginning. I mean, what you're looking here is our first effort and iteration. We are constantly working to improve it. We are working on the background on an app. So you have a native mobile app on your phone. We work on improving the different parts of the website to bringing more partners. It will be, and it's already, the largest network of partners around the world, any kind of businesses for digital nomads. And overall, to improve the experience of our website and to make this a safe place. We also put a lot of effort when it comes to the community. I have very clear red lines when it comes to respect to others, racism, false language, etc. We will make sure that our community is always clean of that. There will be nothing of this kind that you might find of some Facebook group, but people just use it to bash others and talk not in a nice and respectful manner. Our community has these guidelines and basic values that we will not allow anyone to cross. So I want you to feel safe here. If you ever see any violation, if you ever feel not safe in the community, please report this to us. We already have a lot of eyes on all the content, but in the end, I'm here to ask your help, also to make this community the best place on the internet for digital nomads. So your feedback, your participation, your content creation, share with the world your feelings, share with the world your location, what you do, create meetup. As much as I like being a digital nomad and working remote, there is nothing better than meeting up in person. I'm here in Zagreb. I've created 2 meetups. I'm going to Montenegro in a few days. I will create a meetup. Um, if you are nearby in Croatia, please ping me. I'll love to meet you. If you are in Montenegro, I'll love to meet you anywhere in the world. And try to also use this community to create the meetups. Amazing things happen when we meet in person, when we talk ideas. I think really this is the best part of travel, at least for me. I'll open mics. If anyone wants to ask anything, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. Um, Thank you very much. Nicole, Nicole sent me a personal message about the UIX and the UI, the user experience and the user interface. I agree that the UI is pretty clean right now, and one of the things that we are working is to improve it, but by a few folds. It's a process. You know, this is all in progress. Also, the app will bring a different experience to the website. But thank you. This is amazing feedback. I would love to hear more feedback. To hear that Digital Nomad World is amazing and everything works good, it's nice, but it's more important for me as one of the co-founders to hear feedback that can help us to do better, right? So please don't feel shy or bad for sharing any negative feedback. This will allow us to improve and build uh, on it. One of the feedback that we love to receive, if you ever use the benefits, if you went to the gym or a coffee shop or a restaurant, uh, so if your experience wasn't good, let us know. We don't want to have businesses doesn't service our members in the right way, or if they didn't accept your membership card. There is a digital membership card. If I'll show you this in a sec. Then also it didn't happen, but please let us know. So far, our partners has been great about it. Just gonna show this quickly. You can go to the profile menu at the top and you have a membership. And this is your digital membership card where you can enjoy the different benefits. You need to, after you register to the website, you need to sign up. It's all free. So sign up and have access to those benefits. I'm going through some of the other notes here. Roy asked, how's the process of proving income if the account and currency is different in dollars? Roy, can you connect? Can you just help me to put context to your question? I'm not sure in how it's related. Yeah, and Nicholas is also want to help us to write content. Excellent. Please send me, Nicholas, send me an email to info@digitalnomad.world. I'll send you the email. I'll put the email address in the chat. Send us your information. We definitely all the time looking for people to help us. If you want, if you'd like, you can open. I will allow you to. I think. Let me check. If you want to open microphones, feel free to do so. And if you want to have ask any question, this would be your time now. Nicole, how do you find new friends within the platform? That's a great question. Thank you. So
the reason I ask is there's not a like centralized search unless they've posted something. So if myself and the other person in Mexico wanted to talk about Tbilisi, I don't even know how to go finding them.
Yeah, that's great. We actually took off the search just as we are improving it. Why my screen is not shared, right? My screen is not shared. Okay. So here you have groups at the profile menu. Okay, and you find the groups right here, and you can join them one by one. And also in the groups tab, this page is available. Also, sorry, I'll go back to the community page. It will be easier to show it because this is really where you will land when you enter the community. There is the more button here. You click here and you get the list of all communities that we have in place. You can also search here for the relevant group, right? So if I need a Thailand group, I'll just do this and I'll find the community and just simple click. There is no complex system of joining a community. You don't need to fill out answers or anything like this because once you are in the platform, we already basically approved you, so you can easily move between in and out of groups. Very soon, we will have a search that will allow you to really search content more easily on the platform.
I was more so talking about people, not
Or the
groups.
people
I'm
within the
looking for
community.
a person. Yeah, if we're not in the same group because they haven't added into the right group, how do I find somebody?
Yes. Yeah. Why I don't see the member list here now? That yeah, something is missing to me, but there is a list of members you should see. I don't have the menu here. Yeah, just ask my friends, my founders here with me why I don't see there is a list of all members that should be right here, and then you can one by one. You can see the profile. You can send them friend requests. You can send messages without also befriending anyone. So that should be easy. Yeah, something is missing from my view right now. But I'll find it and I'll update you where to find it because there is a list. Because I sent a friend request to all members one by one not long ago. So there is this page, and then you can find them. There will be a map, right, where you can look up by location. Since we know the locations of the members, we will allow you to see who's where in which city, regardless of whether they're in the group or not. So this is one of the things that actually I really want to have personally as I use this platform to meet people. So yeah, you'll be able to see who's in Tbilisi right now. Another feature that is on the roadmap, not sure where, I don't know when it will be part of it, but you'll be able to put your travel plans. So who's in Tbilisi February next year, you'll be able to see the list of people who plan to be there. And as we move forward, we will share a list of features. We will ask for your feedback. What do you think is more important at the time? At first, we wanted to have the basics, all the basic stuff, and then build on the most important. We see where people are going. We see that the city guides are very popular. We see that the community is picking up right now, and also a lot of people are looking for jobs at this time. So this is where we're going to, I think, put most effort at the first. I would love to hear about, again, and anyone wants to open mic or drop it in the chat. What are your biggest challenges in terms of digital nomad lifestyle? Is it finding jobs or finding places to stay? Like I talk about like the right Airbnb or the right hostel, um, or taxation issues, etc.
I had a question kind of roundabout what you're saying there. So Georgia has the nomad visa, The application is relatively straightforward. So I filled out the information. I looked at all the criteria that was needed, and I made sure that I exceeded, everything that they required. And they actually declined me. And then, I asked if I could clarify anything, send additional documents, and they never really even responded. So I was curious to see if anyone has gone through the process, and kind of how that looked like.
Interesting. To be honest, specifically Georgia, I'm not familiar with the process or know anyone who did it. Um, have you checked? We need to have a Georgia. We will open a Georgia group so we can
Yeah,
possi possibly get the information there.
as
Um,
far as
it
I know, you don't actually need the visa anymore. They used it as COVID measures, but now if you have a visa from, it's like a 83 or if you have a passport from like 83 countries, you can visit visa free. And so there's no need to apply for a visa if you're from one of those countries. And that's on the Georgian consulate site. It's super easy to get in with most passports. Right now, their only restrictions are if you're from India, they're requiring you to be vaccinated, to test, and quarantine. But everybody else is pretty wide open.
Thank you, Nicole. And I can say that this is what I know. I know two families who are staying in Georgia for close to a year, and I don't, as far as I know, they don't have a special a permit. So check this information. Thank you, Nicole. I think this is the right information for the moment. I do know, for example, that Croatia, where I'm at right now, has this digital nomad visa where you need um, to prove income, and that should be enough. It's a fairly easy process. I mean, there is a little bit of annoyance around getting like a police record from your country of origin, especially if you're in the States, it's a little bit more complex. But the nice thing is that you can come to Croatia, you can fill out the paperwork. The process might take 3, 4 months, but during this time, you are still allowed to stay in the country as long as your application is in process, right? So you can technically stay here almost a year and a half on the same visa, and very welcoming. It's also stay tuned for Ukraine, who's working on a very interesting digital nomad visa that also allow you to open business and pay like 5% tax or 10% tax. Um, I think that's going to be one of the more lucrative options out there. There are a couple more questions here. I got a question uh, in direct message from someone. I won't say the name, otherwise they probably didn't want to share it publicly. So I never worked as a digital nomad before, but how can I start to work as a digital nomad? It's someone with banking experience. So there are many ways to go about it. But my best advice to anyone would be typically first, don't try to reinvent yourself. If you come from a banking background, if you come from a teaching background, I see a lot of people being tempted into buy an Amazon course and start making $1,000 from the comfort of your sofa, or start to take a Photoshop course or something like that, and try to reinvent yourself. I'm not against those, but typically, if you're already good at, you already have this advantage, right? You have your resume, you have years of experience. You might be an asset if you worked in a bank in Italy and now you go try to find a job in banking in France or in the States, you're doing a lot of business with Italy. All of a sudden, you have an advantage because you speak the language. Um, you understand the market where you come from. So, digital nomad is being remote. Sometimes is a privilege, but also see first where are your strengths. Banking is a tough one, specifically because of security, but that's also changes. I know enough people work in banks and work remote with VPNs and other safety and security measures. But see what you're good at. If you work in a bank as a project manager, so you have understanding of banking and you also have the skills of being a project manager. Project manager you can do in many different businesses. You're not tied to banking. So first, look at the closest parameter to you. Don't try to look exotic jobs and something you never done before. Go on our board, see what's available there. I also like to use LinkedIn. It's still the largest and probably the most popular job board to date with remote jobs. So see what jobs are there, and just submit your resume, and don't give up. Improve your resume. Make sure your resume looks right. Make sure you don't have typos. Make sure that you send the right message. Look other people. My LinkedIn, which you can look up if you'd like. You can write my name in LinkedIn. Um, is not the best, but I all the time make sure to keep it up to date, to keep it refreshed. This is your business card in many ways, right? So try different, ask others, try different texts, ask other if when they read your resume, what do they think of? How do they make them feel about you? Also think about the 5 things that you good at, that you think you're good at. Think about 5 things that your friends think you're good at, right? This might not always align. And also find those things that you love to do, and you do, and those things that you don't love to do but you still do. And out of this list, you need to kind of filter. You don't want to get a job that you don't like to do but you need to do, because you just feel all the time that you're forced into doing something you don't like. Make a list of what you love to do, where you want to be. If you already changed career, if you only already changing a job, make sure you do something you like. I've met so many miserable digital nomads on the mountains of Chile and at the beach of Bali, that yes, they are free to be in Bali, but they're doing something that they don't like to do. They don't enjoy it. So that's not better than being at home doing something that you truly love. So again, it's a very vague answer, and it's really there's I spend hours sometimes and days with people helping them to find what to do. But first, look around you what you can do with your skills. If you feel that this is not for you, start to um, look. You don't even need to spend money for it. You just need to spend time. Go to the communities, talk to people um, about marketing, about video editing, about content creation, about teaching languages. Go on platforms like Fiverr, see what services people offer. Fiverr is an amazing platform. You'll be amazed what people make money for. There are people, not one, not two, like hundreds, that will talk to you on the phone on any topic you want for $10, and they have people just call them, talk to them about something in life, and they get paid $10 for this. This is just amazing. And also, today the good jobs are not saved only for people from first world countries. I'm so happy to see that people from India and from Thailand and from Africa, they have mobile phone now, they have computer, they have internet access, they have the same access to the same knowledge that I do. They can be on Digital Nomad World, they can be on LinkedIn, they can be on Google, and these opportunities now are open for everyone. Digital Nomad World, we work with content writers from all over the world, uh, and it's just been amazing because we get people that have amazing skills that are right for what we need, and we know that we change life for these people because we pay fair salaries, and this is incredible. So this is the other spot of like exploring all the different options and see what catches you. It can take 2 months to sometimes say like, wow, I really like content writing. I love to sit down to research to come up with an article, and that's a profession that is still in high demand. And the last part is more if you have a profession which is might be you're more of an employer now, and or you think it's not cannot be done. I talk a lot to lawyers and accountants like, oh, how can I be a remote lawyer? People try to force what they do, and how can I go to court if I'm not in the country? How can I sign a document if I'm not in the country where my clients are. So and that's it. They give up. It's like, no, I cannot do it. My approach is different. I say, if you cannot be there to sign the document, don't sign the document. Find someone else, find a partner that will stay in your country and he will sign the document. You might make $50 less, $100 less, but you'll be able to travel the world and be wherever you want. If you cannot be in a court, so find someone who can go for you. So with any jobs, break down what can be done remote and what cannot be done remote. And what can be done, easy, solved. What cannot be done, let's look for a solution. Is there a technology that can bridge the gap? Or, and if not, can I have a partner or find someone, outsource those pieces of work? And all of a sudden you gain your freedom. Don't be afraid paying someone to do something that you don't like or cannot do, because you earn your freedom, and freedom is priceless. And um, it will give you other opportunities. It will free your time to do other things. So to answer the question, there is a very long question, and I believe that as we have more and more meetups, we will dive more into the topic of how to become a digital nomad, because we see already that there is a lot of demand. But start with researching jobs in your area. Don't be afraid, especially now. This is an amazing times. I don't know if you're aware of it, but currently the job market in the world is the hottest ever been in the history, which means that there are more open jobs than ever. And companies are so thirsty to fill those spots. So there's a lot of opportunity. Send resume, go on interviews, fail 100 times. I lost 3 jobs. I got fired 3 times. I failed probably 100 interviews. But all you need is one remote job, one income. That's all you need. So don't give up, because I'm nothing special. I'm just as anyone else. I just try hard. I know I don't give up, and eventually and finally I found something. So don't give up and use the power of community. Go on the groups, post the information about you. Don't be afraid to share with the world. Um, Sharing with the world. If you say, hey guys, I'm looking for XYZ job, this is my skill, this is what I like to do, you never know. This is how we found our content writer. This is how we found website designers. We just look within the community. And I think this is also will be a very rewarding for everyone, that the community will feed on itself. So these meetups will have a more social side to it, and you'll be able to find people not only in the same place to grab a beer, but also people that you can exchange jobs and work to each, often and to each other. I hope this answered your question. And then, Nicholas, I hope I ordered your question as well. Thank you, Nicole, for sharing an amazing list of website to search jobs on. I would say this thing: many of them feed on the same sources. Okay, so you will see a lot of similarities between them. I don't believe this is super effective to go one by one, but my favorite is definitely Digital Nomad World, LinkedIn. And if you're in tech, I also like to use AngelList. Now, there are websites which are more geared toward specific professions, right? So Upwork is a lot of technology related gigs. Fiverr has a lot of it's everything, but Fiverr is very much geared toward designers, um, content writing, etc. You will see a lot of this over there. So it's a good marketplace to be there. And then there are other websites. I'm not familiar with all of them, because I'm in tech, but I know there are platforms for photographers, platforms for content creator, platforms for uh, um, bloggers and social media influencer, etc. So search for those. But generally, my advice: stick to 2, 3 job boards that you like, and search them. And I would say one more thing: every day, every day. Opportunities open and close every minute, right? We've been here for almost an hour now. Somewhere a job position, an opportunity closed, but at the same time an opportunity open. So because there's so much demand for employees and so many people are looking for jobs at the same time, if there is an job post that went live today and you sent your resume after 2 3 days, it's unlikely that they will get in touch with you just because they have so many applications. So just think about it as a pile, and only that it's a digital pile. And if your resume is place 100, they're not going to check 100 and say out of this 100, let's find the best. What they do is, let's take the first 20, see if there is anything good there. From this 20, we'll take 3 4, we will contact them, and if none of them is fit for the job, then we will move to the next batch, so on and on. So there is a big bonus and advantage of being among the first. I say it as someone who worked for an ATS company. It's a company that create the software for HR managers to manage the hiring process. So I've seen how this works behind the scene and how hiring managers deal with the crazy amount of resumes that they get. So be first there. Also, make sure that you apply for the right jobs. Don't just apply for everything. Um, those technologies, those software remember what you applied for in the past. So if you just wasted their time in the past, and now 6 months later you send again, it will already tell them, and they will be able to see that you applied to be a CFO 6 months ago, and now you're applying to be a support manager, right? So they know. James, to answer your question, it's Fiverr, double R at the end. Oh, thank you for put it there. Save if you want the list that Nicole posted there. Thank you, Nicole. I appreciate all the information you drop here. It's very helpful. What else I can possibly help you with today? I don't know if I said it already, but big thank you for being among the first members in Digital Nomad World. It means a lot for us that any person is willing to click the link, to explore, to sign up. The trust that you put in us with your information, your email address, we'll never abuse this. And I'm sorry if you get multiple notification about the meeting today. That was a fluke on our side. But we're not here to, as I said, we're here to create a community. And as someone who is a community leader, what I do, this is what I bring. This is why I joined this beautiful venture. Sorry, I'm just reading your messages here. And this is what I bring to Digital Nomad World. So I mentioned Chai and Yair. They are more on the technology side. They are more on the content side. I'm on the community. Juan, how are you? Yes, Sasha, join us. Any question? We have a good group of people here that joined throughout the conversation. I didn't notice. So hi to everyone. If you want to drop in the chat or just open your mic and share with me where you at. So I got a question here. It's in private, but when I'm coming to South Africa, my travel plans, if you want to meet me and grab a drink or tea or coffee or beer, whatever your favorite drink is, I'll be in Croatia until the end of the month. I'll be in Montenegro and Cyprus during October. I might surprise my nephews and my mom in Israel early November. And then November and December, I want to do Dubai. And hey, Omer, what up?
Oh,
Is it a pizza?
yeah, I'm eating my pizza.
Can I get a slide? Can I get a bite there?
Of course, you can take the whole thing, man. You can take it all.
You don't show up to Zoom with pizza. It's killing me now.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining. Where are you from?
I'm from Sudan.
Oh, wow. Incredible.
Yeah, and I'm yet to be a digital nomad. I'm changing my whole life. I just got my e-residency from Estonia. I will go and pick it up from Cairo, and then I'm thinking to go to Mauritius to live for 1 year, and then maybe Portugal.
That's
And I'm really
that's
happy.
uh,
No, I really appreciate what you are doing, guys. The Digital Nomad World, it gave me all this thing that I'm doing. It was the start from your website, by the way. So I really appreciate it. And I like the idea that now you are building the community, you are meeting all of us. It feels so warm, so nice. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much. I own you a lot.
Thank you. It's really touching me, and it's amazing. You know, the best thing we can do is to spread the word out to have more people, because the power of the community, the knowledge. I'm one brain. We are 22 brains here, but we will have 50,000 and 100,000 people. We will have so many
Beautiful.
knowledge, so
This
much
is about
knowledge here.
the future. That's the future.
But I can tell you that a lot of I have other interests other than just digital nomad and be free. But I mentioned it a few minutes before. I don't know if you were here. The opportunities that remote work brings to third world countries, it's the most beautiful part of it, and I think this is what will close the gap between third world and the rest of the world, the first world, the developed country. And to see you, I do have friends from Sudan because I'm from Israel. uh, so and many of your brothers are in Israel. It's amazing. So thank you very much for being here on camera, and it's good to hear. And the journey starts, and we'll be here. And I might be in Mauritius because I was about to say that after Dubai and Israel in November, December, I want to go to Africa. Africa is my unexplored territory. I was all the time concerned about not having internet or not having the right place, but as we in Digital Nomad World started to explore this beautiful part of the world, we found that there are co-working spaces and the internet is good in many, many places. And I plan to do a trip around East Africa to begin with. Um, so yeah, hopefully this and
And
Mauritius, which is everyone think Mauritius is part of Africa, but it's actually so far. It's like 3,000 kilometers from Africa, but it's a
yeah, we
beautiful place.
Africa.
Um, Great. Omer, you legend. This is we have in the chat. Um, we have a guest who asked what you have missed. So the whole call is recorded. If you want to go back to see the review of the platform and a little bit about myself and the vision and contribution that by the other friends here, you'll be able to watch the recording. Guys, uh, we will wrap up in 10-15 minutes. If you don't have any more questions, I do want to give you the opportunity to ask anything as much as I can help. I'm not a jack of all trades. Um, but what I can give you my best advice. It's not always the best one, but it's my best advice. So if you have anything else you want to, also it doesn't have to be a question. If you want to share anything about what you do, about what you're looking for, maybe there is someone here on the call that can help you better than me. So please feel free to do so. And thank you for all the connection requests I see now on the platform. So keep them coming. You can send me friend requests on our community. And I remind you that if you want to um, make a request for content or for a group, just let me know. What I didn't show you, I don't know, forgot because I was too excited about the community and the groups, that we also have the tips page, which is basically our blog. I don't know why we don't like it to be a blog, but I agree it should be tips. And we have information about the best laptops here and campaign shooting and laptop stands, and we will fill it with tons of information um, for nomads. So check this out. Just allow yourself to get lost in the website. And if I can ask you for one thing is just share the word, put it out there, share with your friends, tell them to join. It doesn't matter if they are digital nomads and remote professionals or they want to be. This community is to serve everyone. I've been in communities that those who are not nomads been pushed out. Um, this is not what we aim to be. We will have place and space for for everyone in our community. And that's the beauty of Digital Nomad World compared to Facebook, because when you have Facebook, uh, you will be in two different groups, but it's basically two different communities, right? It's not, there's nothing that puts them together. The only thing that puts them together is that they are all on Facebook, but there are 2 billion people on Facebook. Digital Nomad World, we are all one community, and each can enter the room or the group, which is of your interest. Christina, Gilly, hi. Jason, Mr. Oh, Roy, Nicholas, I think Nicole said bye, and I will thank her again, although she's not here, for her contribution to this conversation. I mentioned the app number of times. There will be an app for your phone, your iPhone or Android. I'm an Android myself, but that's also something to look up for. James, thank you very much for attending. Really appreciate your time, and hopefully I'll bump into you somewhere on our beautiful world. Um, Anything else? If not, I can free our friends in Mexico to go enjoy the city or the beach, or friends in Thailand to go sleep. It's already midnight for them. Sudan, I think we're about the same time. You're having your dinner now, so that's good. It's nice to see you on camera. Um, awesome. Let's see. We have people coming in and out of the room here, so I want to see if anyone has any more questions. Yeah. So again, Digital Nomad World. This is who we are, and this is what we do. And again, myself, Din Kuchal, I'm the community manager, community leader. I'm really here to serve you, to collect your feedback, to make this. I'm gonna make a promise. This will be the largest community and the largest platform for digital nomads around the world. So stick with us. Share with us your stories and information. Ask the questions on the group. There's enough people to answer, and we will have more and more meetups with time. Some I will lead. Some we will have admins. If you want to, if you want to manage, run one of our groups, if you want to admin, if you're super familiar with a specific topic or a location, you want to be our ambassador in this location, more than happy to have people take more responsibility in the community as well. But yeah, that's really it from my side. I truly thank you for being with us, for spreading the word among your friends and your fellow digital nomads. And I promise to see you somewhere around the world sooner and rather than later. It will happen. Thank you for your kind and warm words in Slack, and not sorry, Slack, in the chat and over private messages. Thank you. It's great to hear the feedback, and I'm so excited to finally meet our members, our friends that make this an amazing community. So you have a good day and or good night or good afternoon, and happy travels. And yeah, I'll see you shortly. Thank you. Thank you everyone for your thanks and kind words.
Thank you, Dean. Thank you so much. Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
man. I'll see you either Sudan or Mauritius. I'm coming to visit. Find a
I'm
place by the beach.
not coming back to Sudan. I'm gonna the whole boat.
Amazing, amazing. I love this attitude. It all starts here, For the
Exactly.
question I was asked before, how to start to become a digital nomad, it's on your mindset that it's
Exactly.
possible.
In the mind and in the heart. Exactly.
Take off all the limiting beliefs why we cannot do it. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying it's you do it quickly, but it's possible because millions of people are doing it right now. So what's the difference? Amazing. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, I'll see you soon. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye bye. Someone asked about the recording. Yes, there will be a recording soon. It takes Zoom a little bit time to process it. Once it will become available for me, I will make it available for you. Thanks a lot.